Alright, what's up guys? Day 39. I do not have as much time tonight as otherwise, because I have work in the morning, and I am actually walking to work, which means I have to get up even earlier, in like fuck-ass 10 degrees weather. 10 degree weather. I also shorter stream because I kind of forget where we left off, but I know that I have one thing I want to do with this database, and it's I want to make these alt data items. I didn't realize they weren't like inserting uniquely. Somebody like pointed it out on my like feedback thing, but when I go to like NU food, like this, when you would look up like banana, would have like 100 bananas, just like non-unique. So obviously fixed that, thankfully. But I didn't like do a proper fix. I just did like a SQL statement to delete all duplicates, like delete everything that's not like the single unique one. So I gotta fix that for sure. Other than that, like I'm gonna work on the Twilio thing. Like it's not that huge of a thing to do, to be honest with you. I was thinking like one thing I could do is add like everything after this is like just nice to have. It's not like I have a stable version. Is like I kind of like how this is like another Northwestern thing. Is there's like a map, like when you hover over something, it like shows you where it is, which is cool. So I don't know, maybe things to add, but also I might just like kind of turn the page on this and be more like you know, just monitoring this and doing patches and stuff, because I do kind of want to do the idea of build a poker backend and then fuck around with WebSockets to make like a real-time game, be able to do like connect with like a couple of my friends, and then we're all like connected into the same server, but it's like with WebSockets, so like it's actually real time. I think that'd be really cool. So we'll see. Probably not tonight. Probably tonight, realistically, what I want to do is something as simple as like make this mailing. Oh, because I'm on. Oopsie daisy. I am on the wrong branch, I think. Yeah. Let me check out dev. What? I'm kind of confused what would be in database on master. That's not on my thing, but whatever. But I want to make something better than this mailing list thing, like a little click. Or I could just keep it as this, but I at least would like it to be stateful. Because when I like, if I click it and then go back, if it resets itself, that's not good. This shouldn't even be connecting because I don't think my backend is running. It's not. But yeah, something like that. Make this stateful. But we gotta do this first. And it didn't look very fun, so let's see. If it's too hard, probably not even gonna do it tonight. But we shall see. Let me turn on my music. Okay. There's a directed graph of n nodes with each node labeled from 0 to n minus 1. Okay. Okay, directed. Directed, so we have arrows. The graph is represented by a 0 index 2D array integer graph, where graph at I is an integer array of nodes adjacent to I. Okay. Sure, makes sense. So this means like 0 connects to 1 and 2, 1 connects to 2 and 3. Sure. A node is a terminal node if there are no outgoing edges. Okay. So like 5 is a terminal node. 6 is a terminal node. A node is a safe node if every possible path starting from that node leads to a terminal node. Okay. Turn out an array containing all the safe nodes of the graph. Interesting. So like the naive approach is just to like, for each node, you just traverse all its outer ones and then traverse where it goes from there and keep traversing. What would be what would be a non-safe node? So 3 is considered not a safe node. And why is that? Because it has a cycle. Okay, so we're pretty much just trying to find things that are acyclic. Right? Let me write that. For a node to be safe, it must be acyclic. Right, because 2 has no cycles, can't have a cycle. 4 has no cycles, it can't have a cycle. So it must be acyclic. Is there anything else really even about it? Like, not really. But the worst case still, I don't really know that good of a cycle detection thing, because in my mind, the worst case is like that everything is a cycle. Like 0 connects to 1, 1 connects to 2, 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 6 wraps back to 0. Because then you're checking every single like jump. I guess you probably like be able to, not might, it's like if we traverse a node and realize that it's acyclic, we know we don't have to start with that node or with any nodes in the cycle, because we know it can't be safe because not all routes will be safe. BC, we know not all routes in the nodes will be safe. This is no reason to even check. How big are these things? Okay, it could be 1,000. It's actually not too big. Okay, so it's like, how do we efficiently make this check? Like, it seems BFS-y. And then we just have like a visited thing. And if the visited ever like includes the parent. Like if you ever are at a node that's already in the visited, then you know you have a cycle. Or is it? Yeah, because it's not just the parent, because you could have something like this, where its node pops to, or like 0 goes to 1, goes to 2, goes to 1, because that's technically a non-terminal. So is it just a visited thing? Hey, Hallie. How you doing? I'm just trying to think of how we would keep track of visited, because technically like something like this could be fine, where it's like 0, 1, 2, 3. So like, say its neighbors are these two, and then we initially visit 3 from here, and we visit it from here, then like 3 will be considered visited from this first visit. Like this is 1, this is 2. This will be visited, but it's not a cycle. Like how do we differentiate between like, how do we differentiate between a path just having multiple connections to that node, or a path visiting it in terms of like a cycle visit? Tricky one? Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. I get like the basic, but I think this just might be like something that I am not super good at, because I remember some cycle detection had something to do with like topological sort. I like vaguely remember it's topological sort-ish. This isn't what I'm thinking of. I think you can solve this one. I mean, like, I know the basics of how to do it. It's just like, do I understand how to efficiently implement a cycle detection algorithm? So like, I should sit down and learn this actually. It's probably just beneficial. For cycle detection. Directed graph. Topological sort is a graph traversal in which each node let me just read through this. Or I should probably like try to implement something myself and then read through it. But I think that's like, I remember reading somewhere that was like topological sort is like the actual like way to do it. I think there's definitely, you could DFS. Because I was thinking BFS, but if you DFS, you can definitely do it. So I'm going to try DFS with visited array. If I timeout, then we can do topo sort. Yeah. I think I'll just, DFSing like makes sense to me. But I think it is like probably beneficial for me to just like go through it for 10 minutes and try to learn the topological sort. Okay. So How do I even want to do this? Do both? Yeah, I just don't know if I have time for both. At least maybe not tonight. I'll at least read about the topological sort. And if they gave like an implementation, I'll try it. But we'll see with time. We'll see with time. Okay. So I'm thinking we... Trying to think, because I don't want to like I can for loop actually. I could for loop. Because I'm thinking of doing something like a valid equals graph. Or no, valid equals, what the fuck? I for I in range. I should get the length of this actually. Dude, you've been learning Go? Dude, Go is so nice. I like keep trying to convince myself that I don't like really like it, but like it's just nice. I kind of don't like that it's garbage collected. But like other than that, dude, it's nice. It's really simple. And I really like that aspect of it. It's clean. Yeah, dude. It's just like it makes it easy to organize. And also the packages, like how you can have multiple files as a package, like that's nice. I don't like importing files. I like importing packages. Okay, so we have this valid thing. What was my idea with this? I think this was like the tracker for what are like the valid indices. And then just maybe pop them. Oh yeah, because I wanted to keep track of like if something's not valid to skip it. Okay. So let's write our little def DFS. And we're going to take in an index and a visited, I think. Right? Yeah. I think. Because at this point, we've taken in something. So if index, I should probably just make this a set. How'd that interview go, by the way? Oh, pretty good. The thing that I was doing today, like the interview, it's for like a non-technical company, but the guy just reached out to me. He was very, very kind. He reached out and he was like, hey, my company like has some projects that require like a small amount of coding, but we don't like have someone that does that. So it's more like we talked for a while. He said probably don't have the way of like a position that you would fit in terms of like a summer internship, but offered me a project to project basis, kind of like freelance. So I'm gonna do that, which is really cool. So it's just like if his team has a project that needs like 2 hours worth of coding or like just some basic stuff. Yeah, like some contracting, like very basic contracting stuff. So yeah, really excited for that. He was super nice. And it was a very chill interview. It wasn't like a LeetCode, like check your technical skills and stuff. It was just chill. Nice opportunity. Yeah, it was really nice. He was very kind. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna have this return a bool. Returns true if acyclic. should not be acyclic, it should be cyclic. Okay. So if the index is unvisited, return false. Else we mark visited at index equal to true. Wait, how does this work actually? Oh yeah, I create a new visited one for each like original route that I'm starting. Yeah. Okay. And then for a neighbor in graph at index, we just DFS the neighbor with our visited array. And then if we fall through, wait, I rushed this a little bit without fully thinking it through. I need to stop doing that. Because I need to be keeping track of the bubbled up value. Could I do something cheesy? Is that like kind of stupid? Why do I feel like that'll kind of work? Nah, this is stupid. This is real stupid. We'll try it. I don't think this is gonna work, but whatever. No, this is stupid because I want to keep track of the things that are acyclic. I think I still can actually. I'm definitely doing this like a wrong way, but whatever. If I invalid DFS I with visited equal to visited equals false times n visited I equals true. What a weird way I'm doing this. Because the thing is, I want to save time on like not searching the ones that I know have cycles in them, but I'm making this return a true or a false. Mm. How can I do this? Because, like, if I wanted to just save... I have set that keeps track of safe values. Yeah, I guess I could be editing it in the DFS. Because I do have scope of that. So I could do, like, if indexed and visited, then... for indexed and visited, or no. Maybe I changed how visited works. Because this should be indexed and visited. The way I'm doing this. I have two different things that I'm doing, and I'm kind of rushing. It's an awesome and fantastic. Well, thank you, Colin. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just have this slightly wrong. So I need to decide if I want either like an array of like bools, or if I want to like be appending to a visited thing. And I think I want to be appending. So I'm gonna change this. Because then I can do array of int, an array of ints. I don't know if I fully understand that. You'll have to tell me after, because I'm probably doing this a stupid way. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it, Daisy. Thank you for your kind words. So instead I'll do something like this. Valid I, because then in here I can come in and say for the indexes in visited, set valid at that index equal to false. Kind of keep track of that state in here, even though it's ugly. And then do visited dot append index. Still don't know if this logic is like 100%, but we'll see. So I have no idea what you're doing, but I'll pop in again in the future. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that a lot. Have a good night. If res is true, so if we know if res is false at any spot, then we have a cycle. So we'll just pop back up. But do we even need to return a state, actually? I don't think so. No, we don't need to even return a state, because I don't use the state anywhere. So now I just need to return all the indices that have I don't really love this implementation that I have going on here. Do you want a hint? Yeah, sure, why not? I think I definitely have like a way to do it. This is just bad. But such is life when I'm doing this at fucking 12:30 at the end of my day. Wonder if this even runs. Oh. Because it's a set. Sets famously not modifiable. Yeah, I knew we would time limit exceed. So data structure we could use to save the results of the visited index. See, there definitely is, but I'm too tired to figure it out. Like how we insta time limit exceed, which makes sense because this is just awful. I wrote objectively bad code. However, I did not expect it to fail for 6. I guess instead of this like valid thing, we could save a loop if we like start appending values in here for when it actually falls through and it's correct. This is just like objectively shit. I don't know if this is salvageable. Check the node to see if it's known to be safe. Seen in the current BFS. Yeah, that's what I'm attempting to do here. I'm just doing that in a very bad way. My brain is not working to tell me the good way. Because I think the only time you can add things to like mark them as either safe or cyclic is if you're either completely done with your DFS, in which case you fall through. Oh, true. Once you know DFS of its neighbors. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of did forget that, like, anytime you're DFS the thing, like, you don't have to do it again because you already visited it. So maybe you have, like, a global visited thing. But what would the hap mash, that's where my brain is right now. I want you to know. That's who you're dealing with currently, is the hap mash. Oh brother. But what would like be the key value pair? Just if it's visited or not? What does it mean to linear probe the hat mesh? I cannot believe my brain did that. Oh, it's bad looks tonight. It's bad looks tonight. Okay, so we definitely need to keep some sort of global thing that we've visited. I don't know, because like... something like this. But then it's like... because I get what you guys are trying to say. I get it 100%. Like, it makes sense. You want to keep like more of a global tracker of what you visited, because at any point if you DFS that node, there's no point in doing that repeated work. The thing I want to keep track of though is like, once I visit it, I want to get like a non-key error. Like I want to know when to run this. Can I do this, or will it give me a key error? Actually, let's just check. Okay, so it does give me a key error. Because that's the thing. Node has more than one state. Oh, I guess like unvisited. Yeah, you have like unvisited, safe, unsafe. So you can initialize them all to like 0. The idea for visited should be for each path. Yeah, but you can... I understand that 100%. But what my thinking more for this global thing is that like if we know it's not here, we don't need to DFS like the root of it at any point. Because I know I want to keep visited, like this visited means the path. Like this is the path. But I want to know, like, do I even start it? You know? That might be wrong, but I think... God damn, it's been 40 minutes. Oh my god. That's so disappointing. Some nights are just so bad for me. So I'm gonna have 0 means unvisited, 1 means 2 means unsafe. For neighbor and if valid at the neighbor. So when do we want to DFS something? just if it's not equal to an unsafe thing. If unsafe, we skip the DFS because we don't need to mark that. This is also probably stupid. If this doesn't work, I'm probably going to read the solution because I want to go to bed. Some nights you don't get it. But every time I'm treating them as not equal to 2. Do I really need that state? Because what am I not acting on? What's up, man? Catching me at a bad night. I honestly might just look at the solution. I'm too tired right now. My brain is not firing. Because I know that I want to treat... Like, I want these 3 states. But why does my brain... Why can I not think? Because the reason I'm thinking... Or no. We would only go here if it's... Oh my god, I can't even type correctly. Be somewhere in the tab? Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, my macros are not kicking in. So if we fall through... but we need the fall through case. Because like we gotta go through our visited. Welcome to another bad idea. Because I need to mark, like, in the successful cases, I need to mark them as true, because I don't do that anywhere. I don't do that anywhere yet. This is so bad. This should be throw in the towel time. Because when do I mark them as true? The only thing is, like, it could bubble back up and then the visited things are false. So like my only idea is literally just loop over the indexes again, which is gonna time me out because this is stupid. This is just dumb. This is just dumb. This should be valid. I'm checking the solution. Holy fuck, I haven't failed a problem that badly in so long. way complex. That's fine. Which one? This one? I would read this if I coded it in C++. Are you saying this one is? I give it an upvote if it is. Wait, 2018. Surely this isn't new. No. That's the way it goes, Roblox. It's the way it goes. It's almost as if that's not the point of doing these. Okay, so there's safe ones. You build the answer iteratively. And then you do return a bool. So it takes in an index. If the index is in safe, just return the state of it. Interesting. Why do you set it to false initially? Interesting. And for the neighbor of this thing, if not that. So it's just like assume a cycle, and if not, then switch it to a true cycle. Switch it to acyclic. Yeah. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. That's upsetting. Drew out a diagram. Then it got buried in leetcode solutions. Damn. I mean, what's your name? On that, on like in leetcode, I'll look it up, give it an upvote. So it's like assume cycle. We will change this if we get through the neighbors. Alright, I'll look for it. Yeah, I'm not topological sorting, Showman. I am going to read how to do it. Is that how you did it? You did like a topological sort? I need to learn that thing. I don't think it's... Is that type of sort? I have no clue. Started grinding leetcode for L5 2 weeks ago. Hey, best of luck, man. The grind is real. If DFS at I. Of course. Of course. That's what I get for half looking at the other screen. What the fuck now? What the fuck now? Thank you, kind sir. How is this different, though? Because this should be end. How did that not give me an error, actually? Is it taking I from here? Because that's kind of crazy. Turn true instead of safe at I. Yeah, but if we get down to here, we just changed this. Same thing here. We didn't change it. I mean, I'll try it. But like in my mind, we're just changing it to these values. So like surely that doesn't change much. Yeah. Didn't read the whole month. That's extremely fair. It's the first one. This. Oh yeah. This should be. In my mind, this was an early return of. Yeah. That was an early return of a false statement, but it's not because anytime you visited it, it's bad. Okay. God, what an awful day for me in terms of this problem. Can't find your name. So we could have been 2D array. I don't know if I DFS the other ones? I feel like I haven't. Thank you. Like this one I didn't do a DFS. This one. This one is a BFS. This one was clean. I felt so good writing this. Oh, well if that's what it is, then yeah. That was the idea. It's just like, check if you ever get back to a certain state. So maybe I just didn't know the vocab for it. Hypeak was cool. Hypeak was really cool. All right, let's look at shamans. Yeah, cycles, I agree. Need to tableau sort from all safe nodes. Use out degrees to find other safe nodes along the way. See, like, what the fuck does that mean? There's a Discord? Yeah. In my description. It's in a good amount of people, actually. Okay, so what is this reverse graph? Oh, okay. Out degrees, sure. For node neighbors and enumerate graph. Yeah. I assume that's what outdegrees meant. Outdegrees at node plus equals the length of neighbors. That makes sense. For neighbor and neighbors, reverse graph. Oh, so you're like switching the direction? Am I silly? I don't see it. Should be in the description of this stream. Let me check on my phone. Oh, no. The description of this stream. Not my about. Yeah, like down here. It should say join the Discord. Okay. So you pretty much do like the inverse. Sure. And then you make a queue, which is a deck of node for node in range n. So if they're terminal nodes, that's the start of the queue. Wait, why? Node equals queue.pop left, safe nodes, dot append node. Oh, because you can take the reverse. So it's like the things that pointed to it. Oh, you do got a whole pointed thing. I'll give it my first upvote. How do you upvote? I know you can, right? Down here. There you go. There's a safe node. Terminal nodes and the other node. Yeah. I agree. Okay, so this is kind of what I was going to do originally. I can get a 3-state solution. Why did my music stop? Yeah, market in progress. Interesting. That's very clean. I still want to understand this one though. So so you're going over the things that pointed to the terminal node, and then setting the out degrees of that one to be -1 because you're taking that as like that traversal. If the out degrees then, like, okay, so if the only thing that was pointing to, if the current node is pointing to the terminal node, that was its only pointer, then we append that to the queue because it's another thing, and then you sort them. Okay. I mean, this makes sense, but I would not have ever thought to do like a reverse thing. Shaman, is this like a popular framework where you're like, for some of these DFS fits better? Okay. But is this like, in terms of topological stuff, like, kind of like, I mean, kind of both. I'd love to hear your thoughts on both. Because so far I've not seen this, like a reverse graph. I mean, it makes full sense. Like, you make a directed graph undirected in a way. Or not undirected, like, you still know its direction, but like, it's like making a singly linked list doubly linked. Alright. That makes sense. Yeah, I think my brain definitely went towards the DFS solution. It just didn't go to a correct one. Like, for some reason, I just couldn't do this tonight, which is really annoying me. If you couldn't tell by the amount of times that I've said that. I'll have to take note of that then, because I haven't seen that really. Alright, we're already an hour in. Unfortunately, I don't think I have time for anything else. I gotta get up early tomorrow. When will I stream tomorrow? Probably after 10 p.m. when I get back. So, damn, it's gonna be another late one. Alright. I appreciate you both for stopping by, and anyone else that is here. Shameless plug. Connect with me on LinkedIn if you haven't. Join the Discord if you haven't. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for day 40. 40.